It's time to disappear, not as an act of retreat, but as a conscious decision to reclaim your time, energy, and peace. In a world where external demands and opinions often cloud our judgment, disappearing allows you to return to your core, to reconnect with your true self, and to evaluate your path without the influence of distractions. This time of solitude is not about running away. It's about creating space for reflection and self-discovery. By stepping away from the noise, you give yourself the opportunity to rediscover what truly matters to you, aligning your actions with your deeper purpose. In these moments, silence becomes your sanctuary, providing the clarity and insight needed to move forward with purpose and authenticity. Self-growth is the cornerstone of personal fulfillment, an intricate journey that begins with introspection and evolves through a commitment to continuous progress. To embark on this path, one must first confront the depths of their own thoughts and emotions, peeling back layers of habits and beliefs to reveal the essence of their true self. It is not a process for the faint of heart, for self-growth demands brutal honesty. It requires acknowledging one's flaws, embracing past missteps, and confronting the values that guide their actions. Only through this unflinching self-awareness can a person align their daily choices with the deeper purpose they seek to fulfill. The foundation of self-growth rests on understanding that it is not a destination, but a perpetual state of becoming. It challenges the notion of perfection, replacing it with the pursuit of progress. When one sets out on this journey, they must shed the weight of societal expectations and external validation. It is not about impressing others or achieving a list of accomplishments. It is about living authentically, carving a path that resonates with one's innermost desires and beliefs. In doing so, self-growth becomes a personal commitment, a promise made not to the world, but to oneself. At its core, self-growth invites us to ask profound questions. Who am I becoming? What do I truly want from life? These questions are not easily answered, nor should they be. They serve as guiding stars, encouraging introspection and inspiring deliberate action. The answers often emerge in fragments, through quiet moments of reflection, or in the wake of life's trials. Each discovery, no matter how small, serves as a stepping stone toward a more complete understanding of oneself. The journey is iterative, requiring patience and an openness to re-examine beliefs as new experiences reshape perspectives. This path is neither linear nor predictable. There will be setbacks, moments of self-doubt, and times when progress feels elusive. Yet these challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. They teach resilience, foster humility, and underscore the importance of perseverance. Each stumble becomes a lesson, each failure a catalyst for change. Growth, after all, thrives in discomfort, pushing us to confront what we fear and expanding the boundaries of what we believe is possible. Integral to this journey is the practice of aligning actions with values. This alignment creates a sense of integrity, a harmonious connection between who we are and how we show up in the world. It requires a deliberate effort to live authentically, resisting the temptation to conform to external expectations. This alignment also fosters a sense of clarity and purpose, guiding decisions and providing a steady compass through the complexities of life. It is through this commitment to authenticity that we find true fulfillment. Self-growth also necessitates a shift in perspective, one that embraces imperfection as an essential aspect of the human experience. Perfection is an illusion, a standard that stifles creativity and breeds frustration. Growth, on the other hand, flourishes in imperfection. It is through our flaws that we learn, adapt, and evolve. Accepting imperfection allows us to approach ourselves with compassion, to forgive our mistakes, and to celebrate our progress, however modest it may seem. To grow is to step into a state of becoming, to embrace the fluidity of life and the endless possibilities it holds. It is to understand that each day offers a chance to learn, to improve, and to move closer to the person we aspire to be. The journey is as much about the process as it is about the outcome. a reminder that fulfillment is not a final achievement, but a continuous unfolding of potential. Self-growth is a gift we give to ourselves, a testament to our capacity for transformation and resilience. It is a journey that requires courage, persistence, and a deep belief in the possibility of change. Though the path may be challenging, it is also profoundly rewarding, offering the promise of a life lived with purpose, integrity, and joy. As we commit to this journey, we unlock the potential within us, not to become someone new, but to fully embrace who we have always been. Growth begins when we dare to step outside the familiar and face the unknown with courage and determination. Overcoming comfort zones is not merely an act of bravery. It is a transformative experience that challenges the very essence of who we are. Comfort zones, by their nature, provide a sense of safety and predictability, but they also impose invisible limits on our potential. They shield us from the risks and uncertainties of life, but in doing so, they also prevent us from experiencing the growth and rewards that lie beyond those boundaries. True growth requires us to embrace discomfort, to push ourselves beyond what feels safe, and to explore the uncharted territories of our capabilities. Stepping out of comfort zones is not about recklessness or unnecessary risk-taking. It is about calculated risks, deliberate choices that challenge us to expand our horizons while remaining anchored in purpose. Facing challenges forces us to confront our fears and insecurities, those inner voices that whisper doubt and hesitation. In those moments of uncertainty, we are given the opportunity to redefine our limits, to rewrite the narratives we tell ourselves about what we can and cannot do. Each step outside the comfort zone, no matter how small, becomes a powerful statement of self-belief and resilience. The discomfort that comes with leaving a comfort zone is often where the most profound growth occurs. It is in these moments of vulnerability and uncertainty that we discover new strengths and abilities we didn't realize we possessed. Challenges test our resolve and push us to adapt, innovate, and persevere. They teach us that we are capable of more than we imagined, that our potential is not fixed, but constantly evolving. Facing discomfort head-on fosters a sense of resilience, a quality that empowers us to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and confidence. Growth through discomfort also transforms our mindset. It shifts our perception of failure from something to be feared to something to be embraced. Failure becomes a teacher, offering valuable lessons and insights that success cannot. Each misstep, each setback becomes an opportunity to learn, to recalibrate, and to try again with newfound wisdom. This mindset of learning through failure fosters a growth-oriented perspective, one that values progress over perfection and persistence over immediate results. It allows us to approach challenges with curiosity and determination rather than fear and avoidance. As we move beyond our comfort zones, we also begin to expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. New experiences broaden our perspectives, challenging preconceived notions and exposing us to different ways of thinking and being. These experiences foster empathy, creativity, and adaptability, qualities that enrich our personal and professional lives. They help us build deeper connections with others. As we learn to appreciate the diversity of human experiences and the commonalities that unite us. Stepping out of comfort zones often requires us to confront fear, a natural and powerful emotion that can either paralyze us or propel us forward. Fear serves as both a warning and a challenge, signaling the edge of our comfort zone and inviting us to explore what lies beyond. The key to overcoming fear is not to eliminate it, but to harness it, to let it motivate us rather than hold us back. Facing fear with courage transforms it from an obstacle into a catalyst for growth, enabling us to take bold steps toward our goals and dreams. Overcoming comfort zones also involves a commitment to self-awareness. It requires us to recognize the patterns and habits that keep us confined and to actively seek opportunities for growth and change. This self-awareness helps us identify areas where we are holding ourselves back and encourages us to challenge those limitations. It invites us to question the stories we tell ourselves about our abilities and to replace them with narratives of empowerment and possibility. The journey of overcoming comfort zones is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. Each step forward reveals new opportunities for growth, new challenges to face, and new horizons to explore. The more we practice stepping out of our comfort zones, the more comfortable we become with discomfort. It becomes a habit, a mindset, a way of approaching life with curiosity, courage, and openness. We learn to embrace the unknown, not as a threat, but as an adventure, a chance to discover what we are truly capable of. Overcoming comfort zones is about choosing growth over stagnation, potential over complacency, and purpose over fear. It is about recognizing that the life we truly desire lies just beyond the boundaries of what feels safe and familiar. Each step we take outside our comfort zones is a step toward becoming the person we are meant to be, a step toward living a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and endless possibility. Creating a healthy environment is essential for personal development, as the people and influences we surround ourselves with play a significant role in shaping who we become. A supportive environment acts as fertile ground where growth can flourish, nurturing our aspirations, encouraging our efforts, and providing the resources we need to succeed. Conversely, negative influences can stifle progress, drain energy, and hinder the realization of our potential. To cultivate a space conducive to growth, we must be intentional about the connections we foster, the energy we allow into our lives, and the boundaries we set to protect our well-being. A healthy environment begins with the people we choose to share our journey with. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who inspire, motivate, and challenge us in positive ways creates a dynamic of mutual growth. These relationships thrive on encouragement and accountability, fostering an atmosphere where everyone is invested in each other's success. Supportive individuals celebrate our victories, offer guidance in moments of doubt, and provide constructive feedback that propels us forward. Such connections are not based on competition or judgment, but on shared values, trust, and a genuine desire to see one another thrive. Building a healthy environment also involves cultivating a sense of belonging and connection. Being part of a community that shares similar aspirations or interests creates a network of support and camaraderie. These communities can provide valuable insights, resources, and encouragement, reinforcing the idea that we are not alone in our journey. Whether through mentorship, collaboration, or simply shared experiences, these connections enrich our perspectives and inspire us to reach new heights. The physical environment in which we live and work also plays a crucial role in personal development. A cluttered or chaotic space can contribute to feelings of stress and overwhelm, while an organized and intentional environment promotes clarity and focus. Creating a space that reflects our goals and values, whether through thoughtful design, meaningful objects, or a calming atmosphere, can have a profound impact on our mindset and productivity. Our surroundings should inspire and energize us, serving as a constant reminder of what we are working toward. A healthy environment extends beyond relationships and physical spaces to include the content we consume. The books we read, the media we engage with, and the conversations we participate in shape our thoughts and beliefs. Being mindful of the information we absorb helps ensure that it aligns with our goals and nurtures a growth-oriented mindset. This intentionality protects us from negativity and distraction, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. By curating the content we engage with, we create an intellectual environment that supports our aspirations. Maintaining a healthy environment requires ongoing effort and reflection. It involves regularly assessing our surroundings and relationships to ensure they continue to serve our growth. As we evolve, our needs and priorities may change, prompting us to make adjustments that reflect our current goals and values. This adaptability ensures that our environment remains a source of strength and inspiration, supporting us through every stage of our journey. A supportive environment does more than facilitate growth. It enriches the process, making it more fulfilling and sustainable. It reminds us of the importance of connection, the power of positive influences, and the value of intentionality. By surrounding ourselves with people, spaces, and ideas that uplift and inspire us, we create the conditions for profound personal development. In doing so, we not only transform ourselves, but also contribute to a ripple effect that encourages growth and positivity in the lives of others. Forgiveness and patience are the cornerstones of personal growth, offering the grace and perseverance necessary to navigate life's challenges and setbacks. Growth often falters when we cling to the weight of past mistakes, allowing regret and self-doubt to overshadow our progress. Yet, it is through the act of self-forgiveness that we free ourselves from these burdens, creating space for transformation and healing. Forgiveness is not about dismissing or forgetting the past, but about acknowledging it with compassion and choosing to move forward with renewed purpose and clarity. Self-forgiveness begins with accepting our imperfections. As human beings, we are bound to make mistakes, to falter in moments of weakness, and to act in ways we may later regret. These experiences, though painful, are integral to our growth. Each mistake offers a lesson, a chance to reflect and recalibrate. By forgiving ourselves, we embrace the wisdom that comes from these experiences and recognize that our worth is not defined by our failures, but by how we rise from them. Self-forgiveness is an act of courage and self-love, a declaration that we are more than the sum of our mistakes. Patience, too, plays a critical role in growth, especially during moments of stagnation or setbacks. Progress is rarely linear. It ebbs and flows, often testing our resolve and commitment. Patience reminds us that growth is a journey, not a race, and that each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to our evolution. It is the steady force that allows us to endure temporary difficulties while keeping our eyes on the larger picture. Through patience, we learn to trust the process, to have faith that the effort we invest will yield results, even if those results are not immediately visible. Forgiveness extends beyond the self, encompassing our relationships with others. Holding on to grudges or resentment not only harms our emotional well-being, but also creates barriers to growth. Forgiveness allows us to release the anger or hurt that may tether us to the past, enabling us to move forward unencumbered. This does not mean condoning harmful behavior or forgetting the impact of others' actions. Instead, it is a conscious choice to prioritize our peace and growth over lingering negativity. In forgiving others, we reclaim our power and open ourselves to healthier, more fulfilling connections. Patience, similarly, is vital in our interactions with others. Relationships, whether personal or professional, require understanding and empathy. Just as we seek patience for our own imperfections, we must extend it to those around us. People are on their own journeys of growth, each grappling with their own challenges and limitations. Patience fosters compassion, creating an environment where mutual support and understanding can thrive. It reminds us that growth is not an isolated endeavor, but a shared experience, enriched by the connections we build and the grace we offer one another. Forgiveness and patience are transformative because they shift our focus from what cannot be changed to what can be. They teach us to let go of the past and embrace the present, to channel our energy into actions that align with our goals and values. This mindset empowers us to approach life with optimism and resilience, knowing that setbacks are not the end of the journey, but a natural part of it. By practicing forgiveness and patience, we cultivate a sense of inner peace that sustains us through both triumphs and trials. As we embrace forgiveness and patience, we begin to see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for growth. Each stumble becomes a chance to learn, to adjust our course, and to emerge stronger. We develop a resilience that equips us to face future challenges with greater confidence and poise. This resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them with a spirit of perseverance and an unwavering belief in our capacity to overcome. Forgiveness and patience are acts of empowerment. They liberate us from the constraints of regret and frustration, allowing us to move forward with clarity and intention. They remind us that growth is not about perfection, but about progress, about becoming the best version of ourselves through persistence and self-compassion. In practicing forgiveness and patience, we create the foundation for a life of fulfillment, resilience, and enduring personal growth. These qualities, though challenging to cultivate, are among the most profound gifts we can give to ourselves and to those around us. Discipline and focus are the twin pillars of transformation, enabling individuals to consistently pursue growth and achieve meaningful change. At its core, discipline is the ability to remain committed to a goal, even when motivation wanes or distractions arise. It is the steady force that propels us forward, ensuring that our actions align with our aspirations. Focus, on the other hand, sharpens our efforts, directing our energy toward what truly matters and minimizing the noise that can pull us away from our path. Together, these qualities form the foundation for sustained progress and personal evolution. Discipline begins with choosing long-term goals and staying committed to stay the course, particularly during moments of doubt or difficulty. Purpose fuels discipline, transforming it from a mere obligation into a meaningful commitment. Maintaining discipline often means embracing solitude. In solitude, we confront our thoughts and habits without external distractions or validation. This quiet space allows us to reflect on our progress, assess our actions, and refine our strategies. It also requires resilience, as solitude can sometimes feel isolating or challenging. Yet, it is within this solitude that true transformation occurs as we cultivate self-reliance and develop the inner strength needed to stay disciplined in the face of adversity. Focus amplifies the power of discipline by ensuring that our efforts are directed toward the right priorities. In a world filled with distractions, maintaining focus requires intentionality and mindfulness. It involves setting clear boundaries, such as limiting time spent on activities that do not align with our goals and creating an environment that supports concentration. Focus is not about rigidly excluding everything else. Rather, it is about knowing when and where to channel our energy for maximum impact. Both discipline and focus thrive on consistency. Transformation is not the result of sporadic bursts of effort, but the accumulation of small, deliberate actions taken over time. Each step, no matter how small, contributes to the larger journey, reinforcing the habits and behaviors that lead to growth. Consistency builds momentum, making it easier to maintain discipline and focus as the process becomes ingrained in our daily routines. This momentum, in turn, fosters confidence. As we begin to see tangible results from our efforts, the practice of discipline and focus also involves embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. When we encounter obstacles, it is easy to become discouraged or lose sight of our goals. However, challenges are an inevitable part of the journey and serve as valuable lessons. They test our commitment, resilience, and resourcefulness, pushing us to adapt and innovate. By approaching challenges with a disciplined mindset and focused determination, we transform setbacks into stepping stones that propel us forward. The relationship between discipline and focus is symbiotic. Discipline provides the structure needed to sustain focus, while focus enhances the effectiveness of discipline by channeling our efforts in the right direction. Together, they create a powerful framework for achieving transformation, enabling us to overcome obstacles, stay committed to our goals, and continuously grow. As we cultivate discipline and focus, we also develop a deeper appreciation for the process of growth itself. The journey becomes less about the end result and more about the person we become along the way. Each moment of discipline, each act of focus, contributes to a transformation that is both external and internal. We not only achieve our goals, but also build character, resilience, and a sense of purpose. Discipline and focus are acts of self-empowerment. They remind us that we have the ability to shape our lives, to direct our energy toward what truly matters, and to create a reality that reflects our values and aspirations. By committing to discipline and focus, we unlock our potential and set the stage for lasting transformation, proving that the most profound changes begin with the smallest, most consistent actions. In the solitude of effort and the clarity of purpose, we discover the strength to achieve what once seemed impossible. Cutting external noise is an essential step in fostering personal growth, allowing us to refocus our attention on what truly matters. In a world that thrives on distraction, the constant barrage of social media, societal expectations, and unsolicited opinions can cloud our judgment and pull us away from our goals. This noise, both literal and figurative, not only consumes our time, but also dilutes our energy and distorts our sense of self. To truly grow, we must learn to silence this external clamor and reconnect with our inner voice, the one that knows our purpose and guides us toward fulfillment. The first step in cutting external noise is recognizing its pervasive presence. Social media, for instance, is a powerful tool that can connect and inspire, but it is equally capable of overwhelming and discouraging. The curated lives we see online often create unrealistic comparisons, leading us to measure our worth against others' highlight reels. This comparison breeds insecurity and distracts us from our unique journey. By setting boundaries with social media, limiting screen time, curating our feeds, or even stepping away entirely, we regain control of our attention and create space for more meaningful pursuits. Societal expectations represent another significant source of noise, shaping our decisions and behaviors in subtle yet profound ways. From career choices to personal milestones, the pressure to conform to societal norms can be stifling. These expectations, often rooted in cultural or familial values, may not align with our authentic selves. Cutting this noise requires courage, as it involves challenging long-held beliefs and stepping away from the comfort of conformity. By redefining success and fulfillment on our own terms, we liberate ourselves from external pressures and embrace a life that resonates with our true desires. Unsolicited opinions further contribute to the noise that hinders personal growth. While advice and feedback can be valuable, not all opinions are constructive or relevant. Often the loudest voices come from those who project their own fears or limitations onto others. Listening to these voices can sow doubt and lead us astray from our path. To cut through this noise, we must develop discernment, learning to differentiate between opinions that support our growth and those that hinder it. This discernment allows us to remain steadfast in our convictions while remaining open to perspectives that align with our values. Creating a quiet space for growth involves not only reducing external noise, but also cultivating internal stillness. Our minds, too, can be noisy, filled with self-doubt, overthinking, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. Cutting internal noise requires mindfulness and self-compassion. Practices such as meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in solitude help quiet the mind, allowing us to tune into our intuition and gain clarity about our goals. In this stillness, we find the strength to navigate challenges and make decisions that align with our authentic selves. One of the most profound benefits of cutting external noise is the ability to focus deeply on personal growth. Without the distractions of societal expectations or the constant pull of digital platforms, we can dedicate our energy to activities that nurture our development. Whether it is pursuing a passion, acquiring new skills, or reflecting on our values, this focused energy accelerates our progress and brings us closer to the person we aspire to become. It reminds us that growth is an inward journey, one that flourishes in the absence of unnecessary distractions. This journey of cutting external noise ultimately leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves. It allows us to discern what truly matters, to separate the essential from the trivial, and to align our actions with our aspirations. In the quiet that emerges, we rediscover our inner voice, a voice that is unwavering, authentic, and deeply connected to our purpose. This voice becomes our guide, helping us navigate life's complexities with clarity and confidence. The act of silencing external noise is an act of empowerment. It is a declaration that we refuse to be defined by the opinions of others or the fleeting trends of society. It is a commitment to prioritizing our growth, our peace, and our fulfillment above the distractions of the outside world. By cutting external noise, we take control of our narrative, ensuring that it is written not by the expectations of others, but by the truth of who we are. In this silence, we find the strength to grow, to thrive, and to become the best version of ourselves. Reclaiming power begins with the profound realization that we are the architects of our own lives. It is a process of taking full ownership of our choices, actions, and outcomes while shedding the influence of external forces that seek to dictate our path. This empowerment starts by setting clear boundaries, essential for protecting our energy and prioritizing our well-being. Boundaries are not walls to isolate us, but frameworks that define how we interact with the world and how we allow others to interact with us. They are an expression of self-respect, ensuring that our time, attention, and emotions are directed toward what truly matters. Trusting intuition is another vital step in reclaiming power. Intuition is the quiet yet resolute voice within us, a guide shaped by experience, wisdom, and inner knowing. Yet in a world saturated with external opinions and constant noise, it is easy to doubt this voice or lose sight of it altogether. Reconnecting with intuition requires stillness and self-awareness, an ability to tune out the distractions and listen deeply to our inner guidance. When we trust our intuition, we align our actions with our authentic selves, making decisions that reflect our true desires and values rather than the expectations of others. Reclaiming power also strengthens our ability to resist manipulation or control from external sources. Whether it is societal norms, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs, these forces lose their grip when we reclaim our agency. By setting boundaries, trusting intuition, and prioritizing self-worth, we create a solid foundation that shields us from influences that do not serve our highest good. This foundation empowers us to navigate life with clarity and confidence, free to pursue our goals without the weight of unnecessary constraints. Reclaiming power is an act of self-liberation. It is the realization that true freedom comes from within, from the courage to define our own path and the determination to walk it unapologetically. It is a declaration that we will no longer surrender our potential to the expectations of others or the fears that seek to hold us back. In reclaiming power, we rediscover the strength and authenticity that have always been within us, unlocking the potential to live a life of purpose, fulfillment, and boundless possibility. Growth is a deeply personal journey, one that begins from within and unfolds through deliberate action, patience, and a quiet resolve to stay true to oneself. It is not marked by grand declarations or external validation, but by the consistent alignment of actions with purpose. True growth requires the courage to step away from distractions, the wisdom to embrace stillness, and the commitment to nurture inner clarity. When we allow the noise of the outside world to fade, we create space for self-awareness to flourish and for empowerment to take root. Success in its most authentic form is not about accolades or outward achievements. It is reflected in the strength of our character, the resilience we build, and the fulfillment we find in living a life that honors our values. It is in the small, unspoken victories, overcoming doubts, maintaining discipline, and persevering through challenges that we experience transformation. These moments, though often unseen by others, are the foundation of lasting fulfillment. As we align with our purpose and prioritize inner peace, we discover that true success is not something to be chased, but cultivated from within. It flourishes in the quiet commitment to living with intention, where each choice reflects a journey toward fulfillment. This success, built on self-awareness and authenticity, transcends external achievements, becoming a beacon of inner peace and empowerment. It arises naturally when we live intentionally, make choices that resonate with our truth, and remain steadfast in our pursuit of growth. In this alignment, we find a sense of empowerment that no external force can diminish. And in that empowerment, we uncover the quiet yet profound joy of a life well lived. Growth is a continuous journey, shaped by each step and challenge. Each step shapes us, each challenge refines us, and each triumph becomes a ripple in the legacy we leave behind. Omit the question and end with a reflective statement. Growth shapes us in profound ways.